Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. This is a continuation of the Archetype class build. Right now we're on the Magus. We are in the Ultimate Magic. So we're going to take a look at the blade-bound archetype for the Magus today. I'm going to pretty much read to you guys everything that's going on with it, and if I have any extra opinions about it, I'll let you know. Other than that, let's dive in. So, a select group of magi are called to carry the Black Blade, a sentient weapon of often unknown and possibly unknowable purpose. These weapons become valuable tools and allies, as both the magus and weapon typically crave arcane power, but the Black Blade becomes more aware. Its true motivation manifests as it does its ability to influence the wielder with its ever-increasing ego. Black Blade. At 3rd level, the blade-bound magus gains a powerful sentient weapon called a Black Blade, whose weapon type is chosen by the magus. See the sidebar. A magus with this class feature cannot take a familiar magus arcana and cannot have a familiar of any kind even from another class. Instead of the normal arcane pool amount, the blade-bound magus arcane pool has a number of points equal to 1/3 his level, minimum 1, plus his intelligence bonus. This ability changes the arcane pool class feature and replaces the magus's arcana gained at 3rd level. So you lose that to gain this Black Blade. And the Black Blade progresses as you gain level. Starts at 3rd level, and it has its own table here. Its enchantment's a +1. You gain some familiar abilities with it at the first time. Alertness, telepathy. It has Black Blade, Strike, and Unbreakable at 1st level of you gaining it, so at 3rd to 4th level. And then the next one on the table is 5 to 6th level. It gets Energy Attunement, and its ego goes up. So by 19th to 20th level, it's a +5 enchantment bonus. Its intelligence is 19. Its wisdom and charisma is 15. Its ego is 24, and it gets Life Drinker. Ooh, that's interesting. It gets Teleport Blade, Transfer Arcana, and Spell Defense in addition to all this as you go up in level. So let's continue to read from the text. Magus Arcana. The following Magus Arcana complement the blade-bound Magus archetype. Arcane Accuracy, Broad Study, Dispelling Strike, and Reflection. Black Blade Basics. The Black Blade is bound to a particular magus, much like a familiar, but is more of a partnership than a mastered servant relationship. Intelligence. This is the intelligence score of the Black Blade. It starts at 10 and increases by 1 for every 2 levels of the blade-bound magus gains. Wisdom and charisma. As the blade-bound magus increases in level, so do the wisdom and charisma of the Black Blade. These abilities start at 6 and increase by 1 for every 2 levels of magus. Ego. The Black Blade starts with an ego of 5. That ego increases as the blade becomes more powerful. As per table 1 to 3, that's the one I just looked at. In case where the wielder and the Black Blade come into conflict, like an intelligent item, a Black Blade can attempt to exert its dominance using the rules on page 535 of the core rulebook. Due to its flexible and powerful nature, the Black Blade has a non-standard ego progression. Languages and skills. The Black Blade starts with Common as a language. As the Black Blade increases in intelligence, it manifests as knowledge of languages and arcane lore. Upon reaching intelligence 12, it gains a bonus language of the GM's choice and gains 1 rank in Knowledge Arcana. Each time the sword gains a bonus to intelligence, it gains another language and another rank in Knowledge Arcana. Senses. A black blade is aware of everything around it like a creature that can see and hear. It can be blinded and deafened as if it were a creature. It uses saving throws of its magus even if the magus is not currently wielding the black blade. Black Blade Arcane Pool. The Black Blade has an arcane pool with a number of points equal to 1 plus its intelligence bonus. That's pretty cool. Black Blade ability descriptions. A Black Blade has a special abilities depending on the wielder's magus's level. The abilities are cumulative. Black Blades normally refuse to use any of its abilities when wielded by anyone other than its magus, and acts as a masterwork weapon of its type. Alertness. While the magus is wielding his Black Blade, he gains the Alertness feat. Black Blade Strike. As a free action, the magus can spend a point of the Black Blade's arcane pool to grant the Black Blade a +1 bonus on damage rolls for 1 minute. For every 4 levels beyond first, this ability gives the Black Blade another +1 on damage rolls. Telepathy. While a magus is wielding or carrying his Black Blade, he can communicate telepathically with a Black Blade. He can communicate with a blade in a language that the magus and the Black Blade share. Unbreakable. As long as it has at least 1 point in its arcane pool, the Black Blade is immune to the broken conditions. If broken, the Black Blade is unconscious and powerless until repaired. If destroyed, the Black Blade can be reforged 1 week later through a special ritual that costs 200 gold pieces per magus level. The ritual takes 24 hours to complete. Energy Attunement. At 5th level, as a free action, a magus can spend a point of his Black Blade's arcane pool to have it deal 1 of the following types of damage instead of weapon damage: cold, electric, or fire. He can spend 2 points to deal sonic or force damage instead of the weapons damage. This effect lasts until the start of the magus's next turn. Teleport Blade. As a standard action, the magus of 9th level or higher can expend an arcane point from his or her Black Blade's arcane pool and can call the Black Blade from as far as 1 mile away, causing it to instantly teleport to his hand. Transfer Arcana. At 13th level, once per day, a magus can attempt to siphon points from the Black Blade's arcane pool into his own arcane pool. Doing so takes a full round action, and the magus must succeed at a will saving throw with a DC equal to the Black Blade's ego. If the magus succeeds, he regains 1 point of his arcane pool for every 2 points he saps from the Black Blade. If he fails the saving throw, the magus becomes fatigued. If he is fatigued, he becomes exhausted instead. He cannot use this ability if he is exhausted. Spell Defense. A magus of 17th level or higher can expend an arcane point from his weapon's arcane pool as a free action. He then gains spell resistance equal to the Black Blade's ego until the start of his next turn. If I was game mastering that, I'd probably not give him that spell defense written that way. I'd probably give it as a bonus equal to the Blade's magic bonus to your saves versus magic. The more and more I've gamed, the less and less I like having the players have spell resistance. And the only reason really is you have to remember they have it, and then now I have to roll twice as much dice when I'm rolling for everything else. So I would, if I was running the game and someone wanted to play this, I would change that to be a bonus equal to the Blade's magical bonus to your saving throws. Life Drinker. At 19th level, each time the magus kills a living creature with the Black Blade, he can pick one of the following effects. The Black Blade restores 2 points of its arcane pool. The Black Blade restores 1 point of its arcane pool, and the magus restores 1 point of its arcane pool. The magus gains a number of temporary hit points equal to the Black Blade's ego. The creature killed must have a number of hit dice equal to half the magus's character level for this to occur. A Black Blade is always a one-handed slashing weapon, a rapier or a sword, cane. The magus chooses the blade's type upon gaining the blade, and once chosen, it can't be changed. Okay. That's the blade-bound magus. The black blade-wielding, blade-bound magus. This would be a fun class to play. What's your all's takes on it? Let me know in the comments below. Until we all game again, guys.